Hey everyone, wanted to do a quick review of these trimmers. These are the VGR Pros. They come in a super nice case like this that is very compact and high quality. Let me open it up to show you what's inside. So once we open it up, we got the kit right here. Got some brochures here behind this pocket. And you have two main trimmers right here. So here's the first one. This is the bigger one that you're gonna be doing all the cutting with. It has a nice durable handle here and a display. Let me turn it on. So this is the first step. It's gonna go to 7,000 RPM. And if you go up one more, it's gonna go to 8,000. And you also have the turbo button, which will bring it up to 9,000. So you can play around with the speeds. This is kind of like a cover to protect the blades. And you also have this part right here, which extends this part. So I believe it goes from like a 0 to probably like a maybe like a 1, and you can play around with that. It does say oil blade before each use, so that's a nice reminder. They do include like a small vial of oil, but if you're using these long term, probably gonna get something else. And this is the other smaller trimmer. Let me see if I can get this out. Also has like a protective cover in here. This one doesn't have any adjustments here. This is just a trimmer, and you have two settings, 7,000 RPMs and 8,000. So pretty cool. And then they do have exchangeable handles. So if you wanted to, you could technically put on these handles. These are kind of like more grippy than these. You just undo these screws right here, and this would slide on like that, or yeah, like that. And just put the screws back on. So there's two of those for each trimmer. There's also two charging bases, so you can dock those into the bases like that. Let's see, you would do it like this. Or if you want to, you can charge it directly via this USB-C. So you have USB-C, and they also include this part right here that you can plug into the wall. There's a bunch of attachments here. The smaller ones, they start for this one right here. So you could put them on like this. This is the 1 millimeter. Then it goes up by 2, I think. This is the 3. So it goes on pretty easily. Let's see, this is the 7. I think I'm going out of order. And it's very secure. Once you put it on, it's not just gonna slide off. You really have to kind of pull it back to remove it. And this is going back down to the 5, so it does go increments of 2. And I think at some point we'll get to the ones that will go on this one right here. So this one is the number 1, which is the 1.5 millimeters. And this one has the metal attachment and goes on like that. And with that, you can still move this thing around to adjust it even more. So this will go from like 1.5 to, I'm guessing, 2.5 or something like that. And then you go to the next one and so on. Basically, whichever one you need, just put it on and you're good to go. I do like that there's a display here. It shows you like the battery percentage and also tells you when you need to add oil. These came fully charged, and I think one charge is supposed to last like 4 hours. So you can use it just battery alone, or you can use it while it's plugged in if you need like constant, charging. So pretty cool kit. It has everything you need. I like that it's so compact, and you could put everything in together. This container is plastic, so I'm not sure if it's good to keep it like this or just eventually just keep everything in here. I guess whichever one you prefer. But overall, I would say very nice trimmers. They both look very sturdy and high quality. Obviously, they're very sharp. So I think this is great. So you guys looking for some nice trimmers with all the attachments that you need to get all the basic things done, check out these guys right here.